Cleveland is making waves in the sports world with the announcement of its new WNBA expansion team, and the excitement is palpable. The franchise has officially appointed Allison Howard as its inaugural team president, marking a significant milestone nearly 3 years ahead of the team's debut on the court. On Tuesday, the Cleveland WNBA organization revealed that Howard, who currently serves as the executive vice president and chief commercial officer for Rock Entertainment Group and the Cleveland Cavaliers, will take on this new role. She will continue her responsibilities with the Cavaliers until the conclusion of the 2025-26 NBA season, while gradually shifting her focus to the operations of the WNBA team. This isn't Howard's first experience with an expansion team. She previously held the position of the first president for the NWSL's Kansas City Current. In that role, she was instrumental in overseeing business operations and successfully securing naming rights for the Current Stadium, which holds the distinction of being the first soccer venue constructed specifically for a professional women's team. Reflecting on her past achievements, Howard expressed her pride in the historic nature of her work with the Kansas City Current. "That was historic, and it's so special, and I'm so proud of everything that was built there," she shared with The Athletic. However, she acknowledges that her current role presents a different set of challenges and opportunities. The NWSL is standalone. Kansas City Current was a standalone. Those are owners that had no sports experience whatsoever. Now we have Dan Gilbert, who owns multiple sports teams and has been doing so for multiple decades. Howard emphasized the unique advantages of having Gilbert's extensive experience and resources at her disposal. His guidance and his vision, and quite frankly, his ability to give us any resource that we possibly need in order to make sure that we are providing the best experience for our players, for our fans, and for the community is unlike anything I have ever experienced in sports. The Cleveland WNBA team will operate under an ownership structure that also includes the Cavaliers NBA, Charge G League, and Monsters AHL. One of Howard's key responsibilities will be to cultivate a distinct brand identity for the WNBA franchise that sets it apart from the existing teams in the area. As the league's 16th team, officially announced as an expansion city on June 30th, Cleveland has a considerable amount of time to prepare for its inaugural season in 2028. Howard referred to this period as a long orange runway, indicating the team's commitment to building strong community ties and gathering input from local residents, WNBA officials, and other stakeholders. To foster community engagement, the organization has organized youth clinics, including an all-girls camp in Aurora, Ohio, where participants and coaches don WNBA orange attire. Additionally, the Summer All for Fun Tour features a mobile trailer that travels throughout Northeast Ohio, offering giveaways, special guests, and promoting physical activity, particularly among young girls. Howard is keen on ensuring that fans feel a sense of ownership in the team's development and brand identity, actively seeking their feedback and priorities. "Fans want to make sure that we're going to take care of the players," Howard noted, "and they want an inclusive experience. So our commitment and what we're building right now is to be the most inclusive sports team in all of sports. That is really important to us. We want everybody to feel very welcome and very safe at Rocket Arena, especially during WNBA games." A crucial aspect of this inclusivity initiative involves making WNBA games accessible to everyone, even as interest in the league surges and demand for tickets and merchandise increases. This is a pressing concern for Howard as the Cleveland franchise develops its business model. The team is also contemplating whether to revive the Rockers name from the previous Cleveland franchise that existed from 1997 to 2003. At the very least, fans can expect Rockers throwback nights and related merchandise. To maintain a connection to the past, Cleveland is involving former players like Janice Braxton and Rusha Brown in community events. Howard recently attended the All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis, where she participated in meetings with league officials and fellow team presidents. The objective was to gain insights into how other franchises engage with their communities, understand the demographic differences between their season ticket holders and those of NBA teams, and identify best practices that could benefit an expansion franchise. I give tremendous credit to all of my coworkers around the league already for how open and transparent they've been, Howard remarked. Everybody is in this for the success of the WNBA and women's basketball. It is a long trajectory that I believe in, and I can see it. Given Cleveland's status as an expansion team and its affiliation with the Cavaliers, Howard pointed to the Golden State Valkyries as a model to emulate for their launch. Notably, Golden State's president, Jess Smith, shares a background in the NWSL similar to Howard's. "We probably work in parallel to how the Valkyries have done business," Howard stated. "We certainly can learn from how competitive the Valkyries have been this year." In addition to Howard's appointment, the Cleveland WNBA team has also announced the hiring of Tamsin Beroyhet as Senior Vice President of Corporate Partnerships and Commercial Strategy, along with Kirsten Green as Vice President of Ticket Sales and Service. Impressively, the team received over 3,000 initial payments for season tickets within the first 30 hours of being awarded the expansion bid, a number that has since climbed to more than 6,000. Cleveland is one of 5 expansion teams set to join the WNBA by the end of the decade. The Toronto Tempo and Portland Fire are slated to debut in 2026, followed by Cleveland in 2028, Detroit in 2029, and Philadelphia in 2030, which will expand the league to a total of 18 teams.